All right, what up? What up? Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome to New Era Podcast. It's your boy Ben Swayze here with my co-host Freddie.
I'm
You,
here, man.
you
Little
in?
Freddie, URLTV.
Freddie, how you feeling the new overlay? You feeling the new look?
This shit fire, man.
Is
For
it
real. I
fire?
like the whole new era shit in the corner. That shit fire.
Yeah, shouts to Rihanna, man, and Pig Stand from Caffeine. Definitely hit them up if you guys want to get any kind of overlays or all the effects you see on the screen. Definitely hit them up. You know what I mean? They'll look out for you. I'll put their description in the bottom. But we ordered something different today. You know what I'm saying? When I say different, it's because today was very interesting. You know what I'm saying? I was at work today. I'm at work chilling and all that. And then something popped up on my joint and all that. I'm like, what's this? And the person on the phone, Emerson Kennedy. What's good, bro?
3K.
What's good, everybody, man? Thanks for having me on, man. I appreciate y'all watching the battle today, man.
Yo, man, I'm not gonna hold you when I synced it, right? I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it funky. I synced it. It said Emerson Kennedy said the standoff, right? Emerson Kennedy versus QP. So I'm like, what is this, like a face-off or something? I'm like, what is this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see, they ain't really showing much on the thumbnail. Like, what is this? Yo, I don't want to say more than 15 seconds of me pressing play. I stopped it and tweeted like, nah, this is fire. Like, everybody, click on this right now. I don't even think QP said like 2 words yet. He might have got through like his first sentence. I'm like, oh, I was so hyped. Tell us about how this all came about.
JB hit me. You know, JB's like the avocado of the East. You know what I mean? It's like East avocado. He hit me. He's like, man, I really want a platform for the writers. You know, like someone that where we can highlight the pen. You know, and keep in mind, like y'all know, like with battle rap, everyone always has a new idea every day. You know what I mean? So you can just see my inbox. Like niggas have crazy ideas all the time. So yeah, I mean, so I'm always just like, yeah, whatever, until it materializes. And he said, come to Kansas City. You know, and I'm from Utah, bro. I'm like, Kansas City is the only place more trash than Utah. You know what I mean? Like, fly me out there.
Wait, you from? I didn't know that you was from Utah, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
thought you was from the West.
But no, I fucks with Utah, man. Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, man. I've been in LA for like the last 8 years.
Got you.
Yeah, you know.
What part of you are Salt Lake City?
Yeah, in Salt Lake.
Is there any other city other than that's the only city you think? Nobody know no other cities in Utah.
Nobody knows anything else but like maybe Park City and shit. But
I just know that's where the Jazz play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. So he hit me. He's like, yeah, I got another writer for you right now. I'm gonna be right now it's Quantum for now, and like I never know, man. I don't know Quantum on a like I've never spoken with him. You know what I mean, and Quantum kind of has like a. You know, he's kind of got a mythical like reputation about him. Who knows if he's gonna show up? Who knows what's gonna go down when he does show up? But me, like just being a fan of battle rap, I was like, that's definitely someone I would want to war with. You know, like that's definitely someone I would war with. And then when JB told me the like out how he has it lined out, he's like, man, we're just gonna do it in a train station, by a train station, no crowd, no nothing. I was like, man, I'm with it. Like, I'm super with it. And keep in mind, I was like, this might be trash. This might be super trash.
Yeah, you don't know how to expect it, but you know what I mean? You still like, nah, we got to try this.
Yeah, and plus, like, when I'm battling in the crowd and I'm choking, like, because I'll choke probably once a battle and hopefully people don't see it, but like, I just tell the crowd to quiet down. You know what I mean? That's like my way. That's like my way of trying to re-engage the side. You can't do that in this setting. You know what I mean? Like,
that's jokes.
So like I knew that it had to be like you had to be spot on, you know. But when he sent the plane ticket, he said QP's coming. I was like, man, I'm excited. I'm just hoping it gets filmed correctly. And you can tell, like, I'm kind of a film nerd. That third round is a lot brighter, like color matching wise, because the sun was like going down. We have to do a lot of effects. This guy QP came with like, I mean, I don't want to put his business out there, but if you know QP, he lived up to all the legends with who he came with. You know what I mean?
I bet. It's very noticeable.
So he shows up late. He's ready to go. You know, he's got the first lines of every round written on his hand. You know, it's just like QP. It's just like a super QP experience. You know what I mean? But I mean that's a long answer short. I mean a short answer long. But yeah, I was just excited about the concept, man. I'm glad like that people are so far fucking with it. You know, because who knows what's next.
What was it like, man? Like really having to perform your bars, but not having like no crowd at all, no reaction at
Facts.
all.
Bro, that's a great question because keep in mind, like, if you're a good enough battler, which right now I think in my talent set, I think I'm probably like a B minus battler. If I really tuned in, you know what I mean, and worked, I could become a lot greater. Right, and right now, like if you're a decent battler,
Mm.
you have to have a trait where you know what the crowd's going to react to. You
Right.
know, like most battlers will choke when the crowd either reacts to something they didn't think they'd react to, or doesn't react to something they think they would react to. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So like you're gonna know where your haymakers are at. With this writing, I was like, man, I could cut down on the punchlines. You know, I love punching, but most of it's for the crowd to go crazy. You know, what I mean,
Right.
the natural writer in me just wants to talk to people. So I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I could probably do every round. I could do 50% just talking my shit, and then 50% punching. You know, because I could care
Right.
less about it. When normally if I had a crowd, it'd be like 80% punching. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so the writing approach was completely different. I was like, I just kind of want to talk to QP. I want to say some shit that's on my mind at the time, and so it was more relaxing, bro. And keep in mind, the nerves aren't there. You know,
Wow.
the nerves of the crowd aren't there.
Mm-hmm.
But keep in mind, it's also depending, like if if you don't know your content too well, it could get really silent in that motherfucker with nobody around. You know, like you just on the
Right. Right.
rooftop. So there's a different element, but it was a great challenge. But I'm excited because I mean, obviously I'm a fan of myself and Quantum, but like I'm a fan of Battle Rap. Can you imagine the other niggas that could be on there, that setting? You know what I mean? That
Listen,
like,
I already said earlier, I know everybody's excited. All the battlers excited, just like the fans. But leave the
Yeah.
gun sounds and the yelling for the gas station. We only want to see the pens. This is strictly for the pens. All the gun sounds, we like the gun sounds,
You
but
don't
now
like that.
that's not the place for the gun sounds. We need
I
the
don't know,
pens.
man. You don't think that energy could possibly look crazy? Like someone like with K Shine's energy, you don't think that could look
I
crazy?
don't
Just like a
know,
one-on-one
yo.
setting.
And I'm, yo,
I don't know either.
Shine is top 5 for me, yo. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, cause QP, I'm not gonna hold you. QP was still performing. Like he was still like animated.
Yeah,
Like
for
he
sure.
had the high pitched voice. You know what I mean? The different monotones.
He was doing the deluxe nose shit.
Yeah, of course.
Yo, he was, and you too. Like you was still moving around, talking, looking at him, looking around. Like y'all sold it with nobody there. Like,
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
I don't know though. I don't know if I want to see everybody, man. I want it to be just like I would like to see I would like to see Chilla Jones versus O-Red. I think that would be a crazy match on there. O-Red don't have to scream. Chilla Jones can say what he want to say. I would like to see I definitely want to see Danny on there, but it's just like who would I put Danny up there against? It's like, oh man, I want to see a lot of people on there. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of people I want to see. But
Man, so
this
like,
is fucking
and the
crazy.
good thing about battle rap is, you know, even when you look at this QP battle today, QP's a better writer than me. Content wise, he had so much more layers than I did, you know. But keep in mind, I enjoy getting to the punch. You know, I enjoy it in an action movie a lot too. You know, where it's like I just want to get to the punch. I think it's cool sometimes when you can quote language, and then I think it's cool when you can say something completely direct as well. You know, so I try to do the mix of both. Quantum was a better writer than me. But the best thing about battle rap, which I'm not telling you guys anything you don't know, but you just have to be better than a nigga for a couple minutes.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's any given Sunday, bro. It's any given Sunday, and anybody could get caught. You know, so it's like, yeah, this is a completely better battle rapper than me, but will he be on the 21st? You know, like, you know,
Yeah, that's a
will he be a
fact.
better battle rapper for 7 minutes? We'll find out. That's all that matters.
Yo, so yeah, my fault. Yeah, we went out for a second or whatever. I don't know, man. Something happened with my connection in my house.
That's all right.
But yeah, I caught you right there talking about the Diz battle and stuff like that. So yeah, Diz. I mean, I'm glad that y'all kind of settled on timestamps and all that, cause
Yeah.
Diz he can rap forever. Like I don't think we need.
Yeah, man.
I think that's one of the best things about this battle with you and QP is the fact that it's only 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Do you prefer battles that's like longer, or do you prefer these like shorter battles, even though you can't get as much out as you probably want to?
Yeah, I think 230 is good for me. You know, like when I'm viewing, the viewing experience, I think 230 is pretty good for me. There's some battle rappers who like it's all preference. You know, someone like Ace Amin, I want to rap 330. You know, like his language is so coded and his build-ups take a while, but I want to be there with him
Right.
for the build-up. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
someone like Rum, I want to be around 230 because like he just punches so heavy, that like at the end of the battle, if I only have 9 minutes of his content, all of that's gonna hit me. If it goes to like 12 to 15 minutes of Rum's punches, even though I think he's the greatest battler to ever live, some of that can lose its effect. You know what I mean? Some of that can lose its effect. So same with Twerk. Like that's why Twerk, I think, in the later stages of his career, he's been able to be a little more nuanced in his delivery. He's not like going 100%. You know, he says some stuff a little silent and yells, and there's layers to that. You know what I mean? So I think 230 is pretty good for most battle rappers.
Yeah, I think that it's funny that the people that you name, Rum, Twerk, like those are all some crazy writers. Ace Amin. If you had to name your top 5 writers, not including yourself, who do you think right now in the game is the top 5 writers? No, it doesn't have to be 1 through 5, but just 5 of them.
Keep in mind, like, because I don't rap about guns and like gang shit, people think I'm a woke nigga, but I'm truly a lost nigga. Like, I just am a little bit more careful in what I put out in the world. But so I will say that I tend to like the ignorant battle rappers a lot more than the like those conscious rappers. So I'll say this before I get into the 5, but I'll make it quick. Okay. I watched the interview with Steph Curry where he's like, I just modeled my game after. You guys still got me, right?
Yeah,
you good?
Okay. Steph Curry said, I modeled my game after what would Steve Nash be like if he was combined with Reggie Miller, you know? And I heard Steph Curry say that, and I knew I did that young. This was back when Rum was like bubbling, like after the Danny Myers battle. I loved the way he punched, and I just modeled my battle rap career after Lux and Rum.
That's dope. So Rum is definitely one of the people that you looked into, like, that, I don't want to say looked up to, but like you said, modeled it after.
Yeah, really one of the top 5. On Twitter, I did the top 5 writers in battle rap. A couple, I said the top 5 just rappers in general in current battle rap. Okay. And I put Rum Nitty, New Jersey Twerk, New Jersey Twitty, Rum Twerk.
That's it right there.
Exactly right there. If we're just talking writers, it's and then I'm a big fan of Mike P. I'm a big fan of the way Mike P writes. You know, I think he sacrifices a lot of the punchlines, and sometimes people can be like, "Oh, he's avoiding punches," but I'm like, no, I just like the way he talks to people, man. I love the way he writes like that. Then I think it's Verb. I'm a big fan of the way Verb writes.
That's Ben's favorite rapper. Hey, Verb.
Oh yeah, is that right? Yeah, I'm a big fan. And you guys can tell. Like,
Verb is not my favorite rapper. Do not listen to him.
Oh, you don't fuck with Verb.
No, do not listen to him.
Yeah. So, and keep in mind, I'm super preferenced. I mean, these guys probably aren't like the most lyrical guys, but it's like the writing I like. So, Rum, Verb, Mike P. I love the way Calico writes. I love the way Calico writes, man. Like, and a lot of people wouldn't consider him a writer, but the way he writes, I'm like, bro, it's so realistic. His believability is crazy. He chooses to write about something no one else writes. You know,
he don't sound like nobody.
He doesn't sound like
you seen the video of him when he was like 15 and he still sound the same.
Bro, same dude. You know,
that's crazy.
Like, same dude. Like, and so I was the 5th one. I'd probably round out. I'd probably put probably a B-Dot in there or Jay the Nightwing.
I like Jay the Nightwing a lot too. I think that you and his battle, that's one of the best Jay the Nightwings. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people step their game up when they battle you.
Yeah, man. I'm like looking at my battle career now that I'm thinking it's over. I'm like, damn. It turns out I'm like King Debatable in this. Like, how'd that turn out? Like, how did this turn out?
Nah, I think
he was crazy. He got crazy.
Yeah, he got super crazy. He's nice. I want to definitely see him some more in 2020, as well as you, definitely. Of course. You know what I mean? I think that you were just like, I think no lie. I'm gonna keep it dead funky with you, Emerson. I think that everybody always respected your pen. You know what I mean? They always. I think that you didn't get the credit, maybe because you battled a lot on the West events and stuff like that. Like, you know how it is. Like, they just don't show the West enough respect. I don't know why, but maybe it could have been because of that. But I think that this new format, this new standout battle that you just had, it put a lot of light on you that needed to be there, man. Did you get hit? Like, did you know that you was? Did you feel like you was gonna get all the extra like attention after it was done?
Bro, I didn't know how it was gonna turn out. But in terms of like the first, I guess it hasn't even been 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
More than any other battle, keep in mind it's a limited viewership because people have to have the app. You know, I'm
Yeah.
comparing it to
Facts.
other YouTube battles I have.
Mm-hmm.
This has been the first like couple hours of this battle dropping has been bigger than anything, even been bigger than the B dot shit, which
That's
people
That's
were going
crazy.
crazy for on my coast. You know, so like I think it's because obviously the vision of how the battle was shot. You
Mm-hmm.
know, like I'm gonna take pride in this, no matter if it doesn't work out, if they don't do any more stand. But I'm like, man, I got a little pride about being one of the first niggas that did the
Hell
standoff
yeah.
battle. You know,
Hell
me and
yeah.
Quantum. Like I got pride in that. Like I can hang my hat on that at the end of the day. So yeah, it's been a crazy reception, and I've noticed people are picking out more bars. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Yeah. I,
I think it's conducive.
Yeah, I do a lot of bar breakdowns. I do a
Mm-hmm.
lot of bar breakdowns. I didn't start it on this one yet, but there was some things in here that like I really did appreciate. The whole even when you started, the whole I knew shit was going down right as soon as they booked the Southwest flight. I already
Yeah.
seen like where this was going with you. The seafood scheme was crazy. But there's one thing that you said that is like I feel like a lot of your battles that you do, like you leave that message when you said my father cold neglected visit so it molded his death and vision. If I kill QP, why don't you corner him in heaven and tell him his absence was stronger than his presence? Bruh.
See, that's me trying to. That's the shit where, like, as a writer, I try to stay true to myself. Where, like, if something comes to my head, I'm like, I should write that down, but it's not battle right. It's not
I
battle
don't
rap.
care.
I'll ignore it. I'll ignore it, and then if it comes back, I'm like, okay, if it's still in my brain, I just gotta pen it. You know, like I just gotta put it down. And I know niggas will say it's not direct to QP, but I'm like, I'm telling my story every time I'm up there. You know what I mean? I'm like,
Facts.
and so, and I know that those type of bars that only 20% of the masses will fuck with, the 20% it does hit is like, nigga, that's my shit.
That's
You know what
my
I mean?
shit. That part. I was like, as soon as I heard that, I stopped it again. Like, yo, nah, yo, this is
Yeah.
fire. Super fire. It's so many,
Yeah.
like, it's so many stuff, and even QP. You know what I'm saying? Like, I seen somebody earlier. They had wrote, I don't know if I'm be able to find it on Twitter, but they had said like, yo, I don't know what QP be saying, but this shit is fire. So when he played the clip, it was the stocking line, the stocking scheme he had about
Yeah,
you putting stock in these hoes from their knees to their toes, and you know what I mean. He put it in with like a runaway, but like you know what I mean, like it runs like you have a running on your stockings and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That whole scheme was so crazy. But I see,
And like,
God,
it's crazy because QP. I mean, I have to get in my bag. QP just lives there. Like his brain is battle rap non-stop. Like we hung out with him later that night,
Facts.
and he's still just rapping all the time. You
all
know
the
what I
time
mean? Like,
he talks.
still
He's
just
rapping when he talks.
He
all
was
the
rapping in the
time.
interview at the end of
In
the
the
battle.
interview.
Like, he was
In
like
the interview.
scheming and shit.
Yeah, you know, like he's like looking behind me. You can check my background. You know,
Yeah,
he's just like,
he's
look,
like, nah,
look.
my background.
We went to a restaurant. Me, A Ward, him, and JB,
Mm.
and we were there. And he was in the car. And I texted him. I was like, "Hey, we're inside." No. I'm sorry. He was early, and we were waiting for him. And he's like, "Hey, I'm here early, like eavesdroppers." And I was like,
Yo,
I'm like, bro, and this the whole night is like that. He's just got the brain for it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
he
Like,
does.
never turns it off. That's why it's so amazing.
That's crazy.
shout out to JB. He's actually he's on caffeine right now checking. He said QP had a scheme about pulling into the parking lot.
He did. Me and JP were talking about it. We're like, bro, this dude never stopped rapping, bro. He's like
Yeah.
doing what he's supposed to do because he just never. He's a robot, man.
I like-
He was
robot.
scheming about the roof and shit. He was
I
like,
like- but-
"Yo,
Yeah.
I like Emerson. I like how you try to keep your composure, right? You kept your composure the whole first round pretty much, and then in the second round, he had the easy as pot of reasoning. Why? Because he in my radius now. So if he die in my reason while I'm spacing it out, walking my perimeter, it just end up I'm making my rounds. When he had that
Bro.
whole pie and radius,
Bro.
bruh,
And
I see
was-
you just
know,
like,
what's the thing?
you just shake your head like,
Yeah.
nah.
For the most part, I keep a straight face. If someone has a crazy bar, I'm gonna show love. Like I'm a fan at the end of the day. And
Yeah.
I caught a lot of his schemes. I didn't catch, because he's just too advanced. But I caught the like die and the reason, and he said it like diameter. Like if you die, I might have. Then I was just like, bro, he's fucking cooking, man. It's like at some point you just got to be a fan and be like, bro, this dude is cooking. You know what I mean?
His level of writing is different. But It's weird because the second round, even. All right, I'm gonna be honest. This is how I judged it. I gave you the first. This is off of first watch when I was at work. I gave you the first. I gave QP the second. So I'm like, all right, going into the third, and then I edged you the third. I think his third was just a little bit short. Some of his rounds were kind of short. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I listened to it again today. Like when I got home, I said today, like it dropped the other day. I listened to it again when I got home. You might have even got the second, low key. Like you were saying a lot of stuff
in the second. I've watched it twice. I started slow in the second, but boy, was I fucking him up at the end of it.
Yeah, and not only that, you was talking in his soul, bro, about his career and everything. I'm like.
Where he was talking about like he wanted to battle the QP that used to the old QP or something like that. Shit,
bro, he had as soon as they exhale, the coroner gonna be ready to spread
QP
sheets.
That could have been. That's all right.
Forget the spreadsheet line. That was just a blanket statement. Come on, bro. Come on, man.
Like Michael Jackson, baby.
Come on. That was crazy.
I was trying to eat. I knew I had to have like I do kind of a weird assessment when I take a battle. I'm like, how many haymakers am I gonna have for this battle? You know, I'm like, I don't think QP's gonna have a lot of haymakers. He's just gonna have consistently good lines. You know, so I'm like, I probably need like 5 or 6. I'll space them out maybe 2 around. When I'm writing around, I'm like, man, I got no haymakers in this. It's, you know, just like not gonna sway it my way. I definitely packed a lot in the second, but I just started slow in the second, so I wouldn't be mad if you did it to QP. Right. I'm going to say, like, the more you watch the battle, it's going to be hard to make a case for me winning the battle.
I'm not going to lie to you, too.
He might have 30 them, but the more you watch it, you're going to say QP won this battle.
Yeah, QP shit is so layered, man.
I'm definitely going to do a ball breakdown. I'm just trying to find the right person to do it with. Probably top tier podcast. Make sure you guys check them out, too. Top tier podcast. Subscribe to their channel. But I love, like, we've done one before. We did A Ward and Chef Trez together. And top tier podcast, we love going over bars with you, like just going over bars. You said something, right, in the beginning of the second. You said that you started slow. But when you started with the every battlefield feel like my final one, it's not because I'm trying to run. I just fell out of love with rap. Feel like my time is coming. It's not because of the violence one. It's because where I find the sun, lower bracket, contrasted to where your rise begun. So basically, are you trying to say that you was ready to be finished with battle rap because you just pretty much fell out of love because you were considered lower tier? Is that pretty much what you're trying to say with that?
Yeah, what I was trying to get across there was like, man, when I was younger and I looked at battle rap, these dudes were celebrity, you know, to me. You know what I mean? Like, then I go to a couple events, I'm like, oh, these niggas might be bums. Not like QP. You know, I'm just saying, like, I'm like, and I was telling QP that I was like, man, I think I'm falling out of love with it because niggas that I looked up to like QP never panned out the way I thought you should have panned out.
Facts.
You know, I'm like, damn, man, if like someone that's like my idol, you know what I mean? If like Michael Jordan never won rings and was playing at your gym, you'd look at basketball a little different. You know what I mean? Especially if you looked up to him, you know. So I was telling QP, I was like, man, you should be running this shit. You should be headlining flyers. You're too talented. You're too genius to just be taking whatever battles. And that makes me less motivated. You know what I mean? So so I told him, I'm like, I'm trying to rewrite this sob story. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to, like, you know, trying to get.
How do I make this a classic?
Yeah.
Oh, man,
I'm gonna watch this shit again as soon as we get done with this interview, dog.
Bro, I can't wait to like
have that conversation.
JB said, "Big, just tap the whole round. Like, just type the whole round." I'm like, yo, listen, I haven't even like really dug into my bar breakdown. It's just like certain stuff that stuck out to me. I just, you know what I mean? I just took those parts out. But I'm gonna go in depth with it, like, you know what I mean? Because, like you said, I think that QP's writing is so overheads, like it's so layered that people couldn't possibly catch all of that on the first time. I know for a fact they didn't. They need someone to transcribe that. Like,
have fun with that, man. God.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna take a minute.
It's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while for sure. That's why I was kind of scared to start it, but it is what it is. So let me ask you a question. With this battle now, is this something that you definitely would want to do again?
Yeah, man. Like, I've always been, you know, pretty protective of my battling. Like, I don't come out the house too often. But this setting felt special, man. It felt like how I started watching battle rap. You know, like and I don't want to do like I don't want to go too true hip hop on you, but it felt like more the essence was there. You know what I mean? Like, it more more the essence of what it was birthed in. Now, I'm just the biggest fan of the big events too. I love the Summer Madness, but I think it's also important to have these small events and keep coming back to the essence of it. And for the first time, when I was like flying home from Kansas City, the great city, I was like, man, I'm trying to be the king of these standoff shit. Like I would love it in a year or so. It's like, you got to see me if you have a show, you know, if you have a showing on the Standout shit. Like,
I like that.
Through, you know, this gates. You know what I mean?
JB,
like,
you listening, JB?
He's listening. He right there. Yo, I
fell in love with it so much that I'm like, you got to see me in these standoffs. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I kind of feel about it now.
These standoffs are special. I don't want it to be a thing. Like, I don't want a standoff event. You know what I mean?
No.
Like, I want them to pop up out of fucking nowhere. Like, I want it to just be a Wednesday morning, a Wednesday afternoon. I'm at work, and I'm like, what the hell is this? Standoff.
No promotion.
No promotion. Let's get straight to it. Let's get straight
to it. JB had the vision for it, man. This is what JB was talking about. Where it's like, he's like, keep it a secret. Because I don't even know when we did it. I don't know if it was this year. Yeah, it was definitely this year. Because I think in Kansas City, they were just playing the title game. The Chiefs were just playing the title game to go to the Super Bowl. I think that weekend when we were there.
That was like early January.
But JB was like, keep it a secret. He's like, we want to fuck the world up with this one. You know what I mean? And he really stuck to it, man. He really stuck to it.
That's JB, man. I tell people all the time, man. You can't give that man more flowers. Like, you know what I mean? Enough flowers. Man. Like, you got it. He deserves all the credit that he's getting, all the praise that he's getting is well deserved. You know what I mean? If not more, he needs, because the vision that he has is just crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I had a chance to work with him on some things before, and it's dope. It's super dope. Let me ask you a question. Like, I know this probably sounds crazy, but like, all right, I know there was no entourages or hosts, but was there really no entourages? Like, even like somewhere in the back? Like, was it just you, QP, and JB, or was it like a couple of more people?
I'm always dolo, no matter where I'm at. You know what I mean? I keep a type of energy that I don't have to worry about being dolo. You know, anyone could get got, but I'm always dolo, and I put out the energy that I receive. But I will say, without putting QP's business out there, he was not dolo. He was by
so probably some ladies. Probably no QP. Yeah. Probably had someone with him.
That's how you go.
Who were very nice, respectful.
Right.
Yeah, and they were cheering for him. They kind of had to cheer quietly. You know what I mean? But but there was probably maybe 6-7 people on that roof. JB had 2 camera people with him.
Gotcha.
Me by myself, but then QP and his entourage, I'll call it.
Shout outs to all of them for having etiquette. Because we always say, yo, y'all gotta have etiquette when these dudes are rapping. And I know for that battle, it probably was hard. Like, I'm pretty sure somebody wanted to give a, ooh, that was crazy. But nobody said nothing. So I'm glad about that as well.
And keep in mind, like, I was dating someone that like doesn't know battle rap at all, you know? And she was raised like very. She was raised very traditional. And without saying what I want to say I didn't tell her my opponent because what she could have Googled. You know what I mean? Like, she found out afterwards, and she's like, hey, "Do you know what your opponent did last year?" Like, chill, bro. She's like, "You didn't tell me this shit." She was hot.
You got me around this nonsense.
She was hot.
That's funny.
But QP's a solid dude, man.
Yeah, he is. He definitely is. That's crazy. I definitely think that if anyone was to ever meet him, the rumors and stuff about him, he's definitely a cool person in person. He's not like a aggressive person or like, you know what I mean, like that
at all.
Definitely super cool. If you had a choice though, let me ask you this: if you had a choice, let's be honest, right? You got to. You could either open up I'll say a bigger stage. I won't say like a Summer Madness or Gnome because of course people that you'll take that over anything. But if you had a chance to either, if JB came and you said, hey, listen, we got this over here and then we got the standoff. We got band and we got standoff. Where you going?
I'm going standoff. Man.
Same pay. No, the pay's not different or anything. It's just 2 different things.
Yeah.
You going standoff?
And it might be recency bias because it was I just did it and I'm liking the feedback, but like I would do a standoff. It's just 2 battlers strip everything away. You know what I mean? And I can get kind of the bigger stage feel from a couple different avenues. You know what I mean? And I imagine that. I apologize, JB, but I imagine a couple people might try to copy and paste this shit. You know what I mean? But you know, follow the innovators. So, yeah, follow the innovators. So.
Follow the innovators. You can't copy respect.
But for now, I would say Standoff, man. I think it's creating a unique corner of this battle rap market. You know what I mean? Where it's like really shining a light on the battler.
Fact. Shouts to JB earlier today too. Someone said, "Yo, this battle reminds me of the old PGs when Norbs had them on the roof, mixed in with Quiet Room." He said the only thing is missing is just that nobody had to jump at the end. And JB is like, "Well, have you seen either one of them since the battle?" Well, I'm here to tell you, JB, Emerson Kennedy did not jump off the roof, so we know who the winner is.
Emerson, I wanted to ask you this, bro. Earlier when we were speaking about the Diz battle, you said you had some other battles booked. Is there anything you could speak about?
Let's see. There's a big league that I haven't touched yet. That I'm touching in 2 months.
Okay.
I have an up and comer that on URL that people really like. That's dangerous as hell. I have West Coast battler Dev the Demon in 2 weeks in Arizona.
Shouts to Dev.
Is that the event in Glendale?
Yes. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, Freddie's from Phoenix, so he's gonna be out there too.
That's fire. That's fire. Yeah, KG will be there and everything. And I'm trying to I've been trying to battle across the state, and this last year for some reason I'm like, bro, I have a good chance of getting dog walk with how many battles I'm taking. You know what I mean? But like, it's something I gotta find out. But I'm trying to see all the West Coast legends, bro. I'm trying to see everybody. Like, I'm trying to see Diz. I'm trying to see Danny again, Daylight. I'm trying to see Pass. I'm trying to see.
Let's get into it. Let's get into it. I mean, if you want to talk your shit, let's get into it. Before we say, JB said, "Yo, bro, be ready for an event called the Standout on another league." Exactly. Yo, and 100,000. Yes, the battle is on the app, so make sure you subscribe. Why you not subscribed? Come on now, bro. You're supposed to be subscribed to the app. Pay that money. That's $7.99
in a better way. Yeah,
but let's get to talking your shit. All right, you said you want to see the legends on the West. Give me 5 names. I need 5 names right now. No bias. Who you want to see? They got to see you.
Just for the West Coast, because I'm like, man, if I'm gonna do this year, I want to go down as either the nigga that took the West Coast crown and left, or the nigga that died trying to take the West Coast crown. And so that would be Diz, right?
But you got that battle coming up on the Riot.
Got that coming up. That would be Geechee Gotti.
Okay.
That would be.
Damn, I feel like you and Geechee battled already and got didn't. That's so crazy to me.
Right? Yeah, it feels like we've been. I mean, he's
that's what I was
bro,
thinking. Like,
you know
didn't that happen?
And keep in mind, like that. I bet the other two are better riders than Geechee, but I think that would be my hardest battle because it's hard to combat star power. You know what I mean?
Facts.
It's like.
And you said you're a lost nigga. You already said it. Use the lost nigga. So
exactly.
Talk to the king of the lost niggas, man. He wanted the king of the lost niggas.
And then I would like to see Danny and Daylight or Pass or Ilmac, just like some of those cornerstone legends that I'm like, man, once I get out of here, I'm going to have to find out where I sit
Daylight,
amongst
man.
this.
Tell Daylight to bring his ass back.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to have to find out where I sit amongst these niggas. You know what I mean? Like, I really need to find out at the end of the day, like, I'm all about the unity, and it's for the unity of the West Coast, but we gotta align some shit. You know what I mean? Like, this last year, I'm like, I gotta start being mentioned with these niggas that are legends. Or I'm gonna die trying. Either way.
Now, that's a fact. I don't see nothing wrong with that. Like, and like right now, I don't know what it is about the climate in the air. Like, rematches is not, you know what I'm saying? It's not something of. I remember at one time it was like rematch. Like, why y'all rematching for? Like, what's that about? Fact. But now it's like, nah. Like, y'all done went 2 different paths in your career, kinda. We want to see y'all see each other again. I think you and Danny would be fire. Y'all can battle 2 more times. Fuck it. Like,
Danny would be crazy. Danny would be crazy, bro. Like, I would love to do that. You know what I mean? Like, I would to finish.
I like you and Ilmac though too. I like you and Ilmac. I would like to see you and A Ward. He's not from the West Coast, but I would like to see you and A Ward. Like to see where his pen is. Like, I know where his pen is at. Like, he's one of my faves also, but. You know what I mean? I would like to. There's a lot. I could name names all day, honestly. Like,
he said he's touching the stage. He ain't touched it.
Like,
so.
Like, I think you need to see A-Ward. I wouldn't mind seeing you and Cortez get it in. Shouts to Jay Murder right now on Caffeine too. Salute Brody. He said A-Ward is it. Jay Murder, he a lost nigga. See my man Murder. I went my
Murder's cold. I was with Jay Murder at the Oops when I battled Oops, and that's when like I've always been a fan of his. But when I saw him perform live, you know, some niggas are different. I was like, man, Jay Murder's like he's got the glow. He was talking to Young Cannon. You know, like I was like, man, it's like, I'm a big fan of it.
Shouts to my bro CP. He said I'm with him versus Ace. I think you and Ace on a standoff, especially where Ace don't have to worry about people smoking and yelling, and he has to really yell and all that. I think you and him can have something special in that too, but he got to do his own standoff first. You the king right now, Ace. You got to do your own one, and then if you win that, then you can see.
like me and Ace booked. You know, Norbs announced it on this podcast a couple months ago at an event
that's right. That's right. Y'all battle on traffic. I'm bugging.
Yeah, we were supposed to battle, and
we got like pushback
the
and stuff.
event kind of fell through. And Ace, like that's my bro. Like I talked to Ace quite a bit because keep in mind, like I want to make sure that I'm regarded as a decent battle rapper, but a unique one, and that's how Ace is looked at. You know what I mean? Like Ace is just a unique battle rapper. You know, and I'm a big fan of his. I'm a dog walk him though. He doesn't want to stand in front of me. I'm like it's gonna be an issue for Ace if he stands in front of me. It hasn't been booked yet. It hasn't been booked yet, but I seen what Swamp did to him. Ooh, Ace, Ace, you know you're my fan, but you don't want to see me this.
But did you see what he did to Jay the Nightwing? I was on stage for that. He 30 Jay, even though Jay he did choke, but he did choke. But I think the material wise, I think Ace wraps circles around him.
Ace is phenomenal, bro. Like Ace is someone that like
it was fire against.
Yep, just Washington versus Holmesy, but Ace is someone that I would like, you know, I would really stress about because like that's someone that's on my corner. You know what I mean? like he's on my corner, and I think he's doing it better than me right now. You know what I mean? Like I think he's doing it better than me right now, so I feel the way about it. I'm like, Ace, we got a lot.
But you gonna win the battle is what you're saying though. You want to see him, but you.
Yeah. Keep in mind, like. I approach battle rap, you know, it's all subjective. I always want to give the art out and let the fans do whatever we want, but I'm still a man with an ego, you know what I mean, that wants to walk away and be like, yeah, he couldn't fuck with me today. And that's definitely how I would want to, you know, that's how I would want to feel about
it. Absolutely. It's funny to me, EK, that, you know, with battle rap is so weird. And when I say that it's weird, in battle rap, it's almost like a lot of people feel like they have to do something out of their character to reach a certain height in this culture, or that they might need a certain push or a certain look to get that push in this culture. I'm glad that with you, I will say that you stuck by, you know what I mean? Because let's be honest, promo is a big thing, right? But everybody doesn't promo, and maybe everybody doesn't promo the same. I think that this standoff, that was your promo right there. You know what I'm saying? And
for sure, yeah. Because I'm not the rowdy type. You know what I mean? Like I'm just not your traditional battle rapper. Like keep in mind, this is only like the objectives I set for myself. But I don't let myself name flip. You know, I'll maybe let myself do one a battle. I don't gun bar. I try not to use the word like. You know what I mean? Like. So I'm like, if I'm going to take these battles, I'm going to try to set myself up to hurdle these obstacles even before I get to the battler, you know? So like, I try to give myself setbacks because I think it becomes the best material. You know, I think the best material can come of it if I tell myself I can't do these certain things. It's not that I'm opposed to gun bars or, you know what I mean? Like my favorite rappers are phenomenal at gun bars, but like, I'm just like, man, at the end of the day, I want to look back at my battle rap here and be like, damn, no one was on that nigga's corner. Like, He really did his own thing like that. That's beautiful. You guys can see it with a couple battlers. Like once they realize they could be themselves, you know?
Yeah.
Where it's just like, I think Cal realized that a couple of years ago too, where he's like, man, I know there's pressure to do these punchline shits, but I'm just going to rap. I think Pat Stay realized that like 3 years ago. He's like, man, I'm just funny. I'm just going to rap funny. Yeah. You know, I'm like, I think that's a beautiful thing to see when people find themselves in it. So hopefully that's where I'm at right now, you know, and just keep giving you the content that I have been given at a higher level.
Absolutely. I think that with this, I hopefully from me to you, I just want to see you just go up. Just keep elevating, just keep going up. Keep writing that fire, because your pen is dangerous. Like one of the most dangerous pens I've heard ever in battle rap. You know what I mean? Ever.
Bro, Listen, man. Listen. My heart turned to black and rock. It's not a Jumanji scene. Who's gonna tell you that? Who's gonna tell you that?
That's
I don't know a
crazy.
lot of niggas that's gonna say my heart turned to black and rock. It's not a Jumanji scene. You know, I don't mean to pat myself on the back.
That's
Niggas don't
crazy.
do that. Niggas don't do that.
That's
Niggas don't
crazy.
do that. You know, I started with a key. Now I don't need a key to start. Nigga, like an electric engine.
Electric
Yeah,
engine.
Come on, man. Don't let me do this right now, bro. Let me. Like,
Bro,
come on,
watch when I break this battle down. Like you already giving the bars away. I'm ready. Like, I might end up doing it tonight. Like
I'm
tonight.
excited for the bar breakdown.
I'm ready. I'm about to start that tonight. I'm not gonna hold you.
listen, like, and I appreciate, like, that's what's cool about the app, because, like, I try not to do too many typical black movie references because they've just been drugged through the dirt. So I gave you like the white man can't jump reference. You know what I mean? But I try to add a little flavor on it, like
that shit was
this
crazy.
Dean Visors clip. Like, man, like that. This specific flick is destiny. Because even if your hook shot land, it's only gonna place your chick in jeopardy. Like, that really happened. The white man can't jump. Like, he had to hit a hook shot to get Rosie Perez on Jeopardy. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like,
That's so
but listen.
Shout out to
So
Rosie
hopefully
Perez.
that give you a lot more.
Oh man, that's crazy. That's super crazy. I'm not even gonna hold you. Sheesh. But the West, I definitely think that, you know what I mean. After you take over the West, I want to see you on a big stage. You know what I mean. But I'm not gonna hold you. Like, if you could still get the bag and still be in these smaller these standoffs and these volumes, even maybe get you on some volumes, see you on some other cards, then I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need the crowd fucking it up. Like, no, I need to hear everything like fluently through.
Yeah, I still wanna this year. I still want to touch a big URL event in the. You know what I mean? I think California, or the West Coast in general, has been really, really vital last year and this year to battle rap. You know what I mean? I think it might be the most important thing, and probably 80% of that's because of Geechee Gotti. But still, even with how influential California is right now and pushing the culture, man, like the couple times I've been in New York, you know, I battled Jerry West on the New York stage where I'm like, oh yeah, this is different.
Yeah.
Like this feel is different. Like, niggas don't want to cheer for you. Niggas don't want to cheer for you, but when you win them over, they really want to cheer for you.
Yeah.
It's like, nigga,
right.
we're gonna make you earn it, and when you do, we're gonna champion you. You know what I mean? Like, I love that. I love
That's
that,
a
man.
fact.
So it's a different type of feel. So I definitely want to touch a stage out there this year.
And we know you could do the stage shit too, because Traffic was a stage, and you went crazy with B-Dot. You definitely put on a show.
Keep in mind, when you're from nowhere, you know, when you're out of nowhere, everything's an away game. You know what I mean? Like,
facts.
I don't mean to get in my Averb bag, but like, everything's away game. You know, like,
Facts.
like, I've never had a home game. You know, so like taking B-Dot in LA for his URL debut is a suicide mission. You know what I mean?
Right.
Taking Diz in LA is a suicide mission. You know, like, so it just tried to, like, hopefully it's formulated a way for me where I'm just like, nah, man, the shit I write has to be undeniable because you're battling in a nigga's backyards. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
Is you and
Jerry,
is you and Diz
yes,
is you and Diz a 1 rounder or 3 rounds?
it's just a 1-rounder.
A 1 rounder? Okay. And
Yeah.
I had missed it, but you said it was how many minutes was it? Did y'all go in minutes yet?
It's gonna be about 6 to 7 minutes.
That's a lot of rapping. It's a lot of rapping.
It's a lot of rap.
For 1 rounder though, for 1 round.
Yeah.
That ain't.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot of rap. It's a lot of rapping straight
7
through.
now.
I mean, if you break it
Might
down to
be
3
20
rounds, it's 2 minutes and something each round. But when you're just going straight through like that, like, you could get a lot of bars off.
Yeah.
You could definitely get a lot of bars off.
Definitely. I plan to talk and have. I tend to write in sections. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to talk in this section, then I just want to get off a bunch of punches in this section because, you know, battling's momentum, bro. You know, like, you can see how the best battlers are able to use the momentum to their advantage. You know what I mean? And sometimes it gets in the way too. So, like, I tend to write in sections. So hopefully that 7 minutes allows me to do that.
Hey, EK, how was the Carson versus everybody event?
I got dog walk.
Who got dog walk?
I did.
Get out of here! No, you didn't.
No, I hey,
You
listen.
didn't. Get out of here! What are you talking about? This is crazy, yo.
Listen. bro. I gotta be honest. I came with about 15% of my ability. Like, it was jokes. It was something like, Lux always talks about getting in tune with his projects, whether that's a battle rap or whether that's like a CD, like that he's releasing or like an album or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And for what that's worth, I never got in tune with that battle. I didn't want to battle finesse. I didn't want to battle a female.
I was about to ask you, was that your first time battling a female?
It was, yeah. And so I tried to do what I normally do for battles, where it's like you take 2 weeks to completely disconnect and try to connect with the writing, and it never got there. And I was like, man, I'm not going to force it. I'm not going to force it at all. And man, when y'all see this, I'm glad that this battle came out first, because if the next battle came out, you'd be like, this nigga Emerson Kenny is trash. But she earned it. You know what I mean? I came with jokes and just like one syllable rap. I was like, man, I just got to do it. I got to live up to my end of the bargain. And it's kind of fitting because like it started off the year for me. Like it's kind of fitting that I got my ass whooped at the beginning of the year, because niggas in trouble now. You know what I mean? Like, for the worst part about battle rap is like, even if you're not motivated before a battle, the loss stings. You know what I mean? It's like a lot of people can just like wipe it off and be like, oh, I did try, but I can't do that. I'm like, damn, that loss stings. Like that shit hits your soul, like especially when you're prideful. So everyone else just got, it's just all smoke the rest of the year because of it now. But keep in mind, like, Geechee was on that card too. We're battling in Carson, so she was from Carson.
Oh yeah.
But who Geechee battled is from Carson, and that's what's special about a nigga like Geechee is like he was battling in someone's backyard, and his star power just transformed. He was able to do what I didn't do. Against Clutch. And me and Geechee were sparring outside, and I'm like, bro, I'm super light. Like, this is the first battle I became super light. He's like, yeah, me too. But then this nigga Geechee just shut down the building. I was like,
that's crazy. Yeah, Geechee, he got the glow right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Trying to get there. Oh yeah, I'm not sure. Have you guys ever seen? What do you two think? Have you guys ever seen something like this in battle rap, an ascension like this?
What you talking about, the standoff?
No, I mean like Geechee's career. You ever seen something like skyrocket like this?
Not in 2 years. No.
Nah. The closest thing I would say, in my opinion, that had a run like this with Geechee is Clips, when Clips first came around. Like when Clips, when he first battled not even Rock, like when he battled Averb, that was his first battle on URL. And yeah, he dog walk Averb and that and Summer Madness 1. And then it was like battle after that, he was just going on a run. Like he killed X Factor in a one rounder. Him and Big T was a good battle, back and forth. Him and Sirius Jones. He had Clips is the closest thing I think that had like a 2-year run that went from his first battle on URL all the way to Loaded Lux. Like he battled everybody. Like he was just. But Geechee, this thing with
Twerk's pretty close too.
Twerk is close. Twerk is close, but Geechee, the moves that Geechee is making is so smart. Like he's making a lot of smart moves. He's making
Twerk
chess
got a few
moves.
hiccups too. Geechee's just too consistent.
Yeah, Geechee kills every time.
I don't know. That battle is gonna be crazy, man. Are you gonna be there in attendance?
I'm not. Man, I'm at the crib and I'm having people over to watch it. We're trying to like set up a little something to have people watch it every once in a while, like probably like 4 times a year. We treat it like the Super Bowl out here, different events. I just have people come over to the crib and we watch the pay-per-view. You know what I mean? Like, that's tradition now. So
that's when I think everybody has to watch Twerk versus Geechee. Like, if there's no other battles you got to watch this year, you got to tune in live and see what's going to happen.
And I'm stupid, man, because I always feel like Geechee's lyricism isn't great. It's just he's a star, and even into this battle, I'm like, oh, Twerk might be a little too much because he's a better writer than Geechee. You know what I mean? But like every time I thought that, Geechee like overcomes. You know what I mean? And, like makes shit look simple. You know, like I thought even with how like I'm biased because of the West Coast shit, I thought he was in trouble with Tay Rock. I thought Geechee was gonna be in trouble with Tay Rock, and 2 minutes into that battle, I'm like, oh, this nigga's got it on cruise control already. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he definitely is on. He's on cruise, on super cruise control. But that battle's gonna be crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I would like to see you know what? I've been seeing this a lot. Everybody's been like throwing this around here and there. What do you think about a West Coast versus East Coast card or event?
I'd love that. I love that idea.
That would be crazy.
I think like Traffic was supposed to be that. The one on me.
Oh, no.
Yeah, got me still right. Sorry, I just got a call. But I think it was supposed to be that in its inception. But like, I would love to see that. What are some battles you guys want to see if that's the case? Like, what's the headline battle?
I don't know. Freddie, you want to go first, Freddie? I mean, I got a card, but Freddie, you want to go first?
You got a card. Go ahead. You got a card.
I got a card. Go first. This is killing me, yo.
You said you got a card already.
So I would like to see for the main event. I think Diz versus New Jersey Twerk.
Crazy.
I think that needs to go down. Diz has been like on him. He's been on him about that a lot.
But wait. Where are we putting this?
See, that's the thing.
Where's it going down at?
I don't like the fact that, and then hear me out. I don't like the fact that whenever it's like an all West card or like the West versus East or whatever like that, everybody just has to put it in the West. Like, no, like...
Yeah, it always seems like that. Take it to Houston or something. Go to Houston. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Take me to Houston.
Houston is... All right, I get Houston. Houston is definitely not biased. Mm-hmm. Houston is definitely not biased.
They show love, too. They definitely show love.
So we got Diz versus Twerk.
Got Diz versus Twerk for the main event. We got, I want to say, Daylight versus Hollow. I'll put Daylight and Hollow at it. Just because of like the whole like unpredictableness with them two, I think it'd be crazy. I'll say Rum Nitty. Who would I put Rum up against that he hasn't seen yet on the East?
That's the thing. Rum's battled a lot of people, man.
Right.
Rum hasn't battled. Yeah, he did battle over. I would put Rum against Cortez, maybe. Nah.
See, you niggas on the East fuck with Cortez. Is Cortez nice like that?
I fucks with him. I know I'm probably gonna get people probably gonna kill me for that. For saying that. Wait, all right. I got one for y'all. So Hollow, did you see what Hollow put up today about his his East versus West card?
No.
All right, so Hollow put up, he said, how much would you pay to get in a venue that holds 100 people, East versus West? He has Loaded Legs versus Daylight. He has himself versus Disaster for 3 rounds. He has Goods versus Geechee Gotti. And he has Cortez versus Rum Nitty.
Cortez versus Rum. Oh, that's, hey, listen.
I like Geechee and Goods.
My bias is showing, but that might be a sweep for the West.
Nah, Daylight's not beating Lux.
Disrespect Lux. No, I can't disrespect Lux like that. Yeah, take that back. I think that's 3-1 for the West, though.
Yeah, that look like that might be 3-1.
Because I don't think Goods is gonna. I mean, he might. Every once in a while, Goods gets like